Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel USA Old Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of old United States coins. From the shiny Lincoln pennies to rare Jefferson nickels and historic Washington quarters, each coin tells a story about America's past. These coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history, carrying the art, culture, and milestones of their era. Whether you're a collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about the value hidden in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey. Let's explore the stories behind these iconic coins and uncover the treasures that lie in plain sight. Top 1. Today, I want you to imagine holding a tiny piece of American history in the palm of your hand, a coin that doesn't just shine with metal, but with a story carved through centuries. Welcome to another captivating journey into the world of United States coins, where every design, every mint mark, and every little error tells a tale. And today's story brings us to the 2016 Washington Quarter from the America the Beautiful series, honoring the legendary Harper's Ferry National Historical Park. Look closely at this coin, and it's as if time steps backward. At the center stands the historic John Brown's Fort, a symbol of courage, conflict, and change. This building wasn't just made from bricks. It was built from the spirit of a nation struggling toward freedom. The 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter captures that moment and freezes it forever. Every line, every window, and every shadow in the design carries powerful meaning. And today, you and I are diving deep into all of it. The story begins at the West Virginia landmark itself, Harper's Ferry. A place shaped by rivers and mountains, chosen by John Brown for one of the most dramatic episodes in American history. The coin's reverse beautifully frames that iconic structure, giving collectors a moment of history in a size no larger than a cookie. But what truly fascinates collectors is not just the design, it's the rarity, the subtle variations, and the hidden errors that transform an ordinary quarter into a valuable treasure. The 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter was minted in multiple locations, but the ones collectors watch most closely include special strikes, uncirculated versions, and of course, error varieties. Some examples come with die clashes, where parts of the design appear ghosted or overlapping due to misalignment during minting. Others show die chips around the windows of the fort, creating tiny blobs of extra metal, small, but incredibly exciting to collectors who look for details that others miss. There are also rotated dies, off-center strikes, and doubled features in the words on the coin that instantly raise interest and value. These errors don't just happen every day, they appear rarely, by accident, and that's why collectors love hunting for them. Imagine this: someone finds a 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter in pocket change. It looks normal at a glance, but then they notice that the lettering appears to have a shadow, a doubled edge. Suddenly, that simple pocket coin becomes something special. Stories like these keep coin lovers searching, flipping every quarter, hoping to find a rare variation hidden in everyday circulation. And this is what makes the Harper's Ferry coin such a delightful part of modern numismatics. It's accessible, but still full of surprises. Collectors also appreciate the symbolism. This quarter represents the third release of 2016, and the 33rd design in the America the Beautiful program. It stands out with its bold architecture and dramatic historical reference. Many collectors who build full ATB sets consider this coin one of the standout designs of the entire decade. The uncirculated and proof versions especially shine with crisp details, clear window frames, and sharply defined brickwork that look almost like miniature pieces of art. As the years pass, high-quality examples become more desirable. Coins with pristine luster, no scratches, and strong strikes can command premium prices in the collector market. And if your coin carries a rare error? Then you may be holding something far more special than you ever expected. And before we talk about today's real market value, remember something important. If you have any rare coins, any old coins, any interesting coins in your own home, make sure you comment below. Share your coins with us in the comments section so our channel can guide you, help you identify errors, and tell you exactly how much your coins might be worth. Many viewers have found valuable treasures they never realized were hiding in their pockets. Your coin could be next. Now let's talk about what the Harper's Ferry 2016 quarter is worth today in real collector markets and auctions. Ordinary circulated examples are common, but high-grade mint state coins and error coins can sell for impressive amounts. A superb gem quality example graded MS67 with perfect shine and no marks has been auctioned for an amount equal to $140. Rare mint errors such as off-center strikes and dramatic die clashes have sold for prices around $260 depending on the condition and severity of the flaw. Comment with your coins so we can help you identify their value. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and stay connected with us for more amazing coin stories that help you learn, discover, and enjoy the world of numismatics. Top 2. We're stepping into that past as we explore one of the most captivating modern U.S. coins ever released, the 2016 Washington quarter featuring the legendary Cumberland Gap. This is not just another quarter from your pocket change. This is a piece of a journey, a trail of footsteps, and a symbol of courage from the time when America was still finding its direction. When you look at this coin, you immediately notice something powerful. At the center, a frontier explorer stands with his rifle, gazing into the vast unknown, facing the opening that once allowed pioneers to move westward. The words "first doorway to the west" curve above him, almost like a whisper from the past. It's not just art, it's a tribute to determination. For many collectors, this design speaks louder than many in the entire America. The beautiful series, the Cumberland Gap, is a natural passageway between mountain ranges, carved by time itself, and it became the gateway through which thousands of settlers traveled as they pushed toward a new world. This coin captures that spirit of adventure, making it one of the most emotionally powerful designs of the decade. And for coin collectors, that emotional weight combined with its rarity factors makes the Cumberland Gap quarter a thrilling piece to study, collect, and treasure. But there's more behind this coin than meets the eye. The 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and among these issues, there are some incredibly fascinating error varieties that have caught the attention of collectors around the world. Some versions come with doubled dies in the letters on the reverse, especially in the words "first doorway to the west," where shadows or doubled outlines appear under magnification. These are rare, and collectors hunt for them with excitement. There are also coins with die chips around the explorer's hat, the rifle barrel, and sometimes even the mountain edges. These little extra metal blobs may not be visible at first glance, but for collectors who appreciate the smallest imperfections, these errors carry charm and value. A few examples have been found with die clashes, creating ghost-like images that appear behind the main design, a stunning and dramatic mistake made entirely by accident. Even more impressive are the rotated die errors, where the reverse and obverse do not align perfectly when the coin is flipped. These can be extremely rare and highly desirable. And then, of course, the holy grail of errors, off-center strikes. If you ever find a Cumberland Gap quarter where part of the design is shifted or missing because the blank wasn't seated correctly during the strike, you might be holding something far more valuable than you imagine. Collectors love this coin not only because of the design and errors, but also because of the story it represents. Many build entire sets of America the Beautiful quarters, and for them, the Cumberland Gap release stands out as a highlight of the 2010s. Strong strike details, especially in proof and uncirculated versions, make the coin look almost like a small sculpture with crisp lines and bold character. Over time, high-grade examples become harder to find in circulation, especially those with absolutely no scratches, bag marks, or wear. These top-tier pieces attract bidding wars in auctions, raising their value year after year, and remember, you never know what treasure might be hiding in your house. If you have coins, old ones, new ones, strange-looking ones, or coins with marks you don't understand, comment below with your photos or descriptions. Our channel is here to guide you, help you learn, and make sure you never accidentally spend a rare coin worth far more than 25 cents. Many subscribers have discovered valuable errors after sharing their coins in the comments, and you could be the next lucky one. It's time to talk about what this coin is really worth in today's collector market. In recent sales, very high-grade mint state examples have sold at auction for an amount equal to $150. Special mint errors such as large off-center strikes, strong double dies, and dramatic die clashes have reached values around $300 depending on condition and rarity. So make sure you comment with your own coins so we can help you identify their value. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment to support the videos, and like the video to keep this amazing coin community growing and discovering treasures together. Top 3. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the calm surface of a northern lake at sunrise. A layer of mist floats across the water, the air is crisp, and the only sound is the gentle splash of a paddle cutting through the stillness. Now open your eyes, because that peaceful moment is engraved into one of the most beautiful modern U.S. quarters ever released, the 2018 Voyageurs National Park Washington Quarter. Today, we're diving deep into the story, the rarity, the errors, and the true value of this extraordinary coin, a miniature window into the wild beauty of Minnesota's wilderness. When you look at this coin, you instantly feel the charm of the scene. A majestic loon glides across the lake, framed by towering pines and rugged rock formations. The design isn't loud or complicated, it's quiet, powerful, and full of meaning. It represents the untouched nature of Voyageurs National Park, a place where water connects everything and where humans once traveled by canoe through miles of lakes and rivers. That connection to the past and the wilderness gives this coin a soul that collectors truly appreciate. The 2018 Voyageurs Quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and although millions were made, only a tiny fraction stand out as rare and valuable. Not all quarters are created equal. Some carry hidden surprises that turn an ordinary coin into a collector's treasure. And that's exactly what makes this coin so exciting to study. Collectors have spent years searching for unusual errors on the Voyageurs Quarter. One of the most fascinating is the double die reverse, where parts of the loon's outline or the lettering show faint shadow-like doubling. Coins with doubling in the word Minnesota or in the details of the rock face can be worth far more than face value. These pieces are rare, but they do exist, and the thrill of discovering one keeps collectors searching through pocket change, coin rolls, and old jars. Another notable variety is the die chip error. Some examples show extra metal blobs on the loon's beak, the tree branches, or even near the water ripples. These chips might be small, but collectors love them because they are natural mistakes caused by worn dies. They prove that even a highly controlled minting process can't avoid human-level imperfections. There are also dramatic mint errors that instantly catch the eye. Off-center strikes, where the image is pushed toward one side of the coin, are extremely desirable. A few rare examples of Voyageurs quarters have been found with partial missing edges or incomplete strikes, making them look like miniature mistakes frozen in metal. Rotated die errors also exist, where flipping the coin reveals misaligned fronts and backs, a type of error that collectors chase passionately. And don't forget the San Francisco versions. The S-mint-proof coins, both clad in silver, carry gorgeous mirror surfaces and sharp details that elevate the design into something almost artistic. Many collectors consider the Voyageurs proof coin one of the most visually appealing America the Beautiful releases ever minted. Over time, these coins become harder to find in perfect condition, and that scarcity pushes their desirability even further. What makes the Voyageurs Quarter even more captivating is the deep story behind it. Voyageurs National Park gets its name from the French-Canadian fur traders who relied on these waters as their routes through the northern frontier. Every stroke of the canoe paddle was a step toward survival. Every mile traveled through the lakes told a story of human endurance and natural beauty. The 2018 quarter captures that timeless relationship between people and the wild. Collectors love coins that tell real stories, and this one speaks loudly without ever raising its voice. Now, before we talk about the coin's real market value today, remember something important. If you have coins at home, old pennies, silver dollars, state quarters, error coins, damaged coins, or coins you simply find interesting, share them in the comments below. Our channel is here to guide you, help you identify rarities, and make sure you never accidentally spend a valuable coin. Many of our viewers have discovered rare pieces worth surprising amounts after sharing their photos. Your coin could be the next valuable discovery. Now let's talk about the true worth of the 2018 Voyageurs Quarter in today's collector market. High-grade mint state examples, especially those graded MS67 or higher, have sold at auction for an amount equal to $120. Rare mint errors like strong double dies, large off-center strikes, or dramatic die breaks have reached prices around $310 depending on condition and rarity. So be sure to comment with your own coins so we can help you find out exactly what they're worth. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, comment to support the videos, and like the video so this amazing numismatic community continues to grow and discover treasures together. Top 4. Imagine stepping into the heart of Louisiana, where ancient forests whisper stories of time, where longleaf pine trees reach proudly toward the sky, and where wildlife moves freely across the landscape. Now imagine all of that beauty captured on the surface of a single coin, a tiny piece of metal that represents one of America's most fascinating natural treasures. Today, we're exploring the incredible 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarter, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors not only for its stunning design but for its rare errors, unique production quirks, and surprising market value. Take a slow look at this coin, and you'll immediately notice something powerful. A wild turkey takes flight across the open forest, wings spread wide, symbolizing freedom, resilience, and the natural heritage of Louisiana's wilderness. The trees stretch behind it, giving the scene depth, movement, and emotion. Unlike many coin designs that feel still or silent, this one feels alive. The turkey isn't just standing, it's rising, bursting into the air, carrying with it the story of a forest that has survived fires, storms, and centuries of change. Collectors love coins that seem to move, coins that hold energy, and the Kisatchie quarter does exactly that. It brings nature into the palm of your hand. But now let's talk about what makes this coin even more fascinating: its rarity factors and the unusual mint errors that can transform a simple circulation quarter into a highly valuable collectible. The 2015 Kisatchie quarter was struck at multiple U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While millions were produced, only a fraction exhibit errors or remain in pristine condition. And those small differences make an enormous impact when it comes to value. Some collectors search for double die varieties, especially on the reverse where the feathers, lettering, or tree outlines show signs of doubling. Under magnification, these shadows or repeated lines become obvious, marking the coin as a legitimate error made during the striking process. These double dies are rare, but they do exist, and finding one can be extremely rewarding. Another common point of excitement among collectors is the presence of die chips, small extra metal lumps caused by worn or damaged dies. Kisatchie quarters with die chips on the turkey's beak, wingtips, or near the lettering have been documented and are sought after by error enthusiasts. Some coins even display die cracks, which create lightning-like lines across the design, giving the coin a dramatic and eye-catching look. Then we have the more dramatic errors: off-center strikes, partial collar errors, and rotated dies. Off-center Kisatchie quarters, where the design is shifted noticeably to one side, can bring significantly higher value depending on how much of the design is missing. Rotated dies, where the reverse doesn't line up with the obverse when flipped, are also incredibly desirable. These types of errors do not occur frequently, and when they do, collectors move fast to secure them. The San Francisco proof and uncirculated versions of the Kisatchie quarter add even more appeal. With their polished surfaces and razor-sharp details, these coins highlight every feather on the turkey and every branch in the background. Over time, these proof coins become harder to find in perfect condition, and their demand increases among collectors who want complete, high-quality sets of the America the Beautiful series. But what truly makes the Kisatchie quarter special is its story. Kisatchie is the only national forest in Louisiana, a place where biodiversity thrives, where the endangered red-cockaded woodpecker finds refuge, and where longleaf pines, once nearly gone, now stand tall again. The coin represents not just nature, but survival, restoration, and heritage. This emotional connection makes collectors appreciate the design even more deeply. Now, before we talk about what this coin is worth today, remember this: your own coins could be valuable. Many viewers have rare coins in their homes without realizing it. So if you have interesting coins, unusual coins, or coins with scratches, marks, or strange shapes that you don't understand, share them in the comments. Our channel is here to help identify errors, estimate value, and guide collectors so no one accidentally spends a valuable treasure. And now, the real market value of the 2015 Kisachī National Forest quarter. High-grade mint state examples, especially those graded MS67 or better, have been auctioned for an amount equal to $110. Dramatic mint errors such as strong off-center strikes, double dies, and large die breaks have sold for around $290 depending on rarity, demand, and condition. Make sure you comment with your own coins so we can help you discover their true worth. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, comment to support the video, and like the video so our amazing coin collecting community keeps growing, learning, and uncovering treasures together. Top 5. We explore one such treasure, the 2007 Washington State Quarter, a coin that doesn't just tell a story, but draws you into one. This small piece of metal carries the identity of the Pacific Northwest, the untamed strength of Mount Rainier, and the rugged determination of one of the most iconic states in the country. Look closely at this coin, and you'll see a majestic king salmon leaping out of the water in front of the towering Mount Rainier. The scene is so full of life and motion that it almost feels like a photograph frozen in silver. The salmon, a symbol of perseverance and natural power, represents the heartbeat of Washington's native wildlife. The mountain behind it stands as a giant, anchoring the design with its quiet strength. Together, they create a perfect balance of movement and stillness, a harmony collectors truly appreciate. When this quarter was released in 2007 as part of the 50 State Quarters program, it immediately captured attention. But what makes it even more exciting today are the rare varieties and unusual mint errors that have surfaced over the years. Errors create mystery, charm, and value, and the Washington State Quarter has more of them than many collectors initially realized. One of the most fascinating errors is the double die variety, where parts of the salmon's outline or the lettering on the coin show slight duplications. These shadows in the design occur because of misalignment during die creation, and while rare, they have been documented by collectors hunting through rolls and bags. A doubled eye on the salmon or doubled letters in the word Washington can elevate this coin's value significantly. Another interesting category is die chips and cuds, small lumps or chunks of extra metal caused by damaged dies. On some 2007 Washington quarters, collectors have found die chips near the salmon's fin, around the mouth, and sometimes on the snowy ridge of Mount Rainier. These minor imperfections make each coin unique. Larger die breaks, known as cuds, create dramatic raised blobs along the coin's rim, and these are even more desirable. Some of the most eye-catching errors come from off-center strikes. When the blank coin isn't perfectly aligned during minting, parts of the design shift dramatically to one side. A Washington quarter struck 5% off-center is already interesting, but versions struck 15, 20, or even 30% off-center become truly rare and highly collectible. Examples with missing edge lettering or partial collars also exist, giving the coin unusual shapes that collectors love. And then there are rotated die errors. When you flip a normal coin, the obverse and reverse line up perfectly. But on some Washington State quarters, the reverse is rotated, sometimes by 20 degrees or more. These errors are uncommon and command strong interest from dedicated error collectors. Even without errors, high-grade examples from the Philadelphia and Denver mints are becoming harder to find with each passing year. Time takes a toll on circulation. Coins, scratches, wear, and dulling surfaces slowly erase details. That's why collectors prize pristine specimens with sharp luster, full strike details, and no marks. Complete sets of the 50 State Quarters are still incredibly popular, and the Washington Quarter remains a standout coin thanks to its bold, clean, and powerful design. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint add an entirely different level of beauty. The mirrored background and frosted salmon look almost sculpted, and the snow on Mount Rainier glows under light. These special strikes, especially silver versions, remain sought after by collectors who appreciate the artistry of mint craftsmanship, but the magic of this coin doesn't stop at its design or its errors. The Washington State Quarter represents a culture, a way of life built around nature, adventure, and respect for the land. People who live in the Northwest or who have ever visited Washington understand the emotional connection this design brings. It's more than a coin, it's a memory, a landscape, a feeling, and before we talk about its real market value today, I want to remind you to share your own coins in the comments. Whether you have old pennies, silver quarters, state coins, modern errors, or something you found in your pocket that looks unusual, comment below. Our channel is here to help identify your coins, guide you, and make sure you never miss out on something valuable that might be hiding right in your home. Many viewers have discovered rare treasures simply by sharing photos or descriptions, and your coin might be the next exciting discovery. Now let's talk about the true value of the 2007 Washington State Quarter in today's collector market. High-grade mint state examples, especially those graded MS-68, have sold at auction for an amount equal to $130. Rare dramatic errors, including large off-center strikes, strong double dies, and significant die breaks, have reached values around $320 depending on condition and rarity. So be sure to comment with your coins so we can help you find out exactly what they're worth. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment to support the videos, and like the video to keep our amazing coin collecting community growing and discovering new treasures every day. Top 6. We're diving deep into its story, its rare errors, and the hidden value that many collectors overlook. Take a moment to really picture this coin. The central design features the iconic Base Harbor Head Lighthouse, one of the most photographed lighthouses in the world. It sits proudly on a rocky ledge, watching over the dark waters of Maine's cold Atlantic coast. Below it, jagged rocks rise like ancient giants, shaped by centuries of waves and storms. The lighthouse, perched high above, symbolizes safety, guidance, and hope, a perfect tribute to Acadia National Park. But what makes this coin so special isn't only the beauty of its design. It's the story behind the place, and the surprises hidden in the coins themselves. Acadia National Park is a jewel of the American Northeast, known for rugged coastlines, deep forests, and dramatic mountains. The quarter captures that atmosphere perfectly, and collectors immediately appreciated its detailed artwork. But beyond that artwork lies a world of rarity and errors that make certain 2012 Acadia quarters worth far more than face value. The Acadia quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and collectors quickly learned that some coins carried unique variations. One of the most exciting error types found on this coin is the double die reverse. In some examples, the rocks under the lighthouse show faint doubling, or the lighthouse windows appear duplicated under magnification. For collectors who love subtle yet rare details, double dies are among the most thrilling finds. Another error that has become popular among collectors is the die chip and die break category. On many Acadia quarters, tiny lumps of extra metal appear near the lighthouse roof, inside the trees, or on the rugged cliffs. Some even show dramatic breaks that look like cracks running across the design. These errors are caused by worn or damaged dies, and although they are accidental, they make each affected coin unique, turning ordinary circulation pieces into valuable oddities. Even more exciting are the dramatic mint errors that instantly increase the desirability of Acadia quarters. Off-center strikes are among the rarest and most thrilling. A slightly off-center strike is interesting, but examples struck 10, 20, or even 30% off-center become highly prized finds. These mistakes occur when the blank isn't perfectly aligned during minting, creating missing areas in the design. Collectors search constantly for off-center Acadia quarters because they are scarce and valuable. Rotated die errors are also known in this series. When you flip a normal coin, the sides should align perfectly. But in some rare Acadia quarters, the reverse is rotated significantly out of alignment. This kind of mint mistake is desirable because it's both rare and visually striking. Then there are the proof and silver proof issues from the San Francisco Mint. These coins look almost like tiny works of art, mirrored backgrounds, frosted lighthouse details, crisp waves, and deep contrast between light and dark. As time passes, perfect proof coins become more valuable because they are easily scratched or damaged. Collectors who focus on building full sets of America the Beautiful proofs often consider the Acadia quarter one of the most beautiful releases. But what truly sets this coin apart is the way it connects collectors to a place. Acadia is not just a national park, it's a symbol of resilience, beauty, and America's natural heritage. The lighthouse is a reminder that even in rough seas, guidance and light remain. And that emotional connection is what makes people keep coming back to this coin, studying every detail, searching for every rare error, and adding it to their collections with pride. Before we reveal the real market value of this coin, remember something very important: your own coins could be hiding value too. If you have old pennies, quarters, nickels, state coins, America the Beautiful coins, or coins with strange marks or shapes, comment below. Share your coins in the comments so our channel can help you identify them, explain their rarity, and tell you exactly what they may be worth. Many viewers have discovered rare treasures simply by sharing photos or descriptions. You might be holding something valuable right now without even realizing it. Now let's talk about the actual value of the 2012 Acadia National Park quarter in today's collector market. High-grade mint state examples, especially those graded MS-67 or MS-68, have sold at auction for an amount equal to $120. Rare and dramatic mint errors, including large off-center strikes, strong double dies, and major die breaks, have reached prices around $340 depending on quality, rarity, and demand. So make sure you comment with your coins so we can help you find out exactly what they are worth. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment to support the video, and like the video to help our amazing coin-loving community continue to grow and discover new treasures every day. Top 7. Today's story begins deep in the heart of the American West, where granite walls kiss the clouds and waterfalls roar like ancient guardians of the land. And yet, the hero of our tale is not a mountain, not a river, and not a towering pine. It is a small piece of metal that fits in your pocket, a silent traveler that carries the spirit of one of America's greatest national treasures. Today, we dive into the world of the United States Washington State Quarter Dollar Yosemite 2010, a coin that looks simple at first glance but hides a rich history, fascinating rarity, and some extraordinary errors that every collector should pay attention to. Imagine someone finding this quarter in their change, flipping it between their fingers, completely unaware that the tiny image of Yosemite's El Capitan holds more drama than most people expect from a coin. The Yosemite quarter was released in 2010 as the third coin in the America the Beautiful series, and it instantly captured hearts with its bold design. The reverse shows the towering monolith El Capitan rising proudly, etched with clean and powerful lines that make this coin feel like a miniature piece of American landscape art. But the magic of this coin becomes even stronger when you step into the world of collectors. Because the Yosemite quarter is more than a pretty design. It has unusual varieties, surprising minting quirks, and error strikes that can transform an ordinary 25-cent piece into a valuable treasure. Many collectors describe this quarter as the type of coin that hides in plain sight, a sleeper coin with real potential. Among the quirks that make this coin special are the die chips that appear around the edges of the mountains on the reverse. Some look like extra chunks of rock, forming what collectors call the extra cliff or mountain growth error. These errors can turn a common coin into something special, and people who discover one often feel like they're holding a unique geological formation in metal form. Other collectors hunt for die breaks on the obverse near Washington's hairline or the mint mark area, which give the coin a distinct raised ridge or crack that makes it visually striking. Then there are the dramatic misaligned die strikes, where one side of the coin slightly shifts off-center, creating thick rims on one side and thin rims on the other. These are not extremely common on the Yosemite quarter, but when they appear, they immediately command collector attention. Coins with partial off-center strikes are even more appealing, especially when the details are crisp and clear. And of course, the rarest dream find is a full double die, showing doubling in the inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust or on the letters of the reverse. These are extremely hard to find for this year, which makes any confirmed discovery a standout rarity. What makes the Yosemite 2010 quarter even more interesting is that despite being more than a decade old, it still circulates widely today. Millions of people spend these quarters daily without realizing that some of them could be worth many times their face value. This combination of common circulation and hidden rarity is exactly what keeps collectors hunting. The thrill of searching through pocket change or boxes of quarters knowing that one of these beautiful coins with a unique error might appear makes the Yosemite quarter a favorite among treasure seekers. Collectors also admire this coin because of its strong strike quality. Even the average Yosemite quarter from 2010 carries bold details in the granite surface of El Capitan, giving the coin a realistic, rugged depth. And for those who appreciate natural beauty, this quarter almost feels like a postcard from nature. Every time you look at it, you are reminded of towering cliffs, peaceful valleys, and timeless wilderness. That emotional connection is one of the reasons some collectors value this quarter more than others from the series. Before we reveal the actual market value of this coin, I want to take a moment to talk directly to all the coin lovers watching this video. If you have a Yosemite 2010 quarter in your collection, or maybe even in your pocket right now, I want you to tell me in the comments. Share what coins you have, what errors you found, and what treasures you're searching for. This channel always replies and helps you identify your coins, so don't hesitate to comment because your comment might lead you to discover something valuable hiding in your collection. Now let's talk about the true worth of the Yosemite 2010 quarter. A regular circulated coin is typically worth its face value, but find one in mint state condition and the price rises significantly. High-grade mint state examples can reach values in words like $10 to $20. But the real treasures are the rare errors and high-grade certified pieces, which have reached auction values in words like $100 and even higher for exceptional conditions or dramatic striking mistakes. Viewers, if you have this coin, drop a comment and let me know so I can help you check its value. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment to stay connected with our coin collecting family. And don't forget to like the video to support the channel as we continue exploring the rare and valuable coins of the United States. Top 8. On a warm tropical morning, where sunlight filters through dense green leaves and the call of exotic birds echoes through the forest, a story quietly unfolds. This is not a tale of explorers or treasure hunters. It is the story of a small but powerful symbol of American nature. A coin that carries the soul of Puerto Rico's wild heart. The United States Washington State Quarter Dollar El Yunque 2012 is a coin that takes you deep into one of the most enchanting rainforests on Earth. And today, we are going to explore why this coin has become so fascinating for collectors, treasure hunters, and coin lovers across the world. The moment you hold this coin in your hand, you feel transported to the lush, misty jungles of El Yunque National Forest. The design on the reverse is one of the most detailed and lively of the entire America the Beautiful series. A coqui tree frog sits proudly on a curled leaf while a Puerto Rican parrot spreads its wings behind it. Together they create a scene full of life, representing a sanctuary where nature thrives freely. It is a design that immediately connects with the viewer, and that emotional connection is exactly why many collectors cherish this particular quarter, but the artistry is only the beginning. What truly makes the El Yunque 2012 quarter special is the wonderful world of minting varieties and unexpected errors that sometimes occur. These small, unintentional details can turn a normal 25-cent coin into something rare, valuable, and deeply sought after. One of the most popular and eye-catching errors for this coin is the die chip that appears around the frog's head or the leaf edges. Some collectors call it the enlarged eye error or bulging leaf error. These tiny raised blobs of metal make the frog look unusual, adding a quirky charm that transforms an otherwise ordinary piece into a collectible item. Another interesting error appears as extra metal near the parrot's wingtips or around the lettering of the word Liberty or in the area of the mint mark. These die breaks and filled areas create beautiful, unique variations that coin hunters absolutely love. Some El Yunque 2012 quarters also show signs of strike doubling, giving a shadow or ghost-like effect to letters such as United States of America or the denomination quarter dollar. When doubling appears clean and strong, it immediately becomes a treasure worth saving, especially if the coin is still in high grade. One of the most exciting varieties is the misaligned die strike, where the reverse shifts slightly off-center, causing a thicker rim on one side and a thinner rim on the opposite. These pieces look different from the moment you glance at them, and collectors will pay significantly more for well-preserved examples. And for those truly lucky individuals who find partial off-center strikes, especially ones with clear details and readable text, you may be holding a small fortune without even realizing it. Collectors also appreciate how well this coin wears over time. Despite being released in 2012, many El Yunk quarters still appear sharp, glossy, and beautifully defined. The intricate feathers of the parrot, the textures of the leaf, and the tiny shape of the coqui frog all remain crisp even in circulated condition. This strong durability has made it a favorite among collectors who love artistic design combined with structural beauty. But what makes this coin especially interesting for modern collectors is its wide circulation. These coins still appear in everyday change, hiding quietly among thousands of ordinary quarters. Anyone can stumble across one at any time. And that thrill of discovery keeps collectors searching, digging through rolls, and checking their pockets every day. The possibility that one might find a rare error, a high-grade example, or even a unique variety keeps the excitement alive. And now, before we move into the final value of this coin, I want to speak directly to the coin lovers watching this video. If you have the El Yunk 2012 quarter in your collection, or if you found one with an unusual error or something that looks different, tell me in the comments. This channel always reads your messages and helps analyze your coins, so share your coins below and let me guide you on what you might have. Your comments help us create a stronger and more informed coin collecting community. Now let's talk about the real market value of the United States Washington State quarter dollar El Yunk 2012. A normal circulated example is usually worth its face value, but high-grade mint state examples can reach values in words like $10 to $15. Error coins, depending on the type and visibility, have reached auction prices in words like $50 or even $100 for dramatic die breaks or strong doubling. If you have this coin, drop a comment and let me know so I can help you check your coin's worth. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment to stay connected with our growing coin family. And don't forget to like this video to support the channel and help us continue bringing you more rare and exciting coin stories. Top 9. Take a moment and imagine standing on the riverbank in the cold December air of 1776. Snow falling, water freezing, and a group of determined soldiers preparing to cross the icy Delaware River under the leadership of George Washington. This scene, one of the most iconic images in American history, is captured forever on a small piece of metal millions of people once carried in their pockets without even realizing the story behind it. That coin is the United States Washington State quarter dollar, New Jersey, 1999. And today, we are going on a journey to discover why this coin remains one of the most loved, most studied, and yes, sometimes surprisingly valuable coins from the early years of the state quarter program. When you look at this coin, the design instantly grabs your attention. Washington standing tall in the boat, soldiers rowing through icy water, determination etched on their faces. It is a picture of leadership, courage, and unity. The moment captured on this quarter is more than a design, it is a historic turning point. And that is exactly why collectors continue to admire this coin even decades after its release. The New Jersey 1999 quarter was part of the first year of the State Quarters series, making it automatically special. Coins from the first year always attract extra attention because they mark the beginning of something new. And with over 1 billion coins minted across Philadelphia and Denver, there are countless varieties, strikes, and even hidden errors that have made this coin a favorite for treasure hunters all over the world. One of the most talked about features is the sharpness of the boat details and the ripple lines in the water. Some coins are struck deeply, giving the artwork a bold, dramatic look, while others have softer strikes that make certain parts appear faint. Collectors always prefer strong strike examples, and those in high grade are becoming harder to find as time passes. That natural scarcity adds to the fascination. Now let's explore what truly excites coin collectors, the errors. Some New Jersey 1999 quarters display doubling on the reverse. The doubling can appear on the oars, the soldiers' coats, or even the name New Jersey. Under magnification, this doubling creates a shadow effect, making the details pop in an unusual and valuable way. Such double dies are prized finds, Another highly collectible error is the die crack, especially one that runs along the boat or through the water waves. These look like small raised lines, and when prominent, they can greatly increase the interest and value of the coin. There are also versions with extra metal from die chips, commonly seen near the or handles, Washington's hat, or the lettering in United States of America. Each one of these tiny imperfections gives the coin personality, and collectors absolutely love that point. One of the more dramatic errors found on the New Jersey quarter involves off-center strikes. In these cases, part of the design shifts toward the rim, leaving a crescent of blank planchet visible. A small off-center strike can already be valuable, but a large and clearly visible one becomes a true prize. And then, there are rotated die errors, where the design on the reverse doesn't line up perfectly with the obverse. These rare pieces always attract attention from experienced collectors. Some coins even show weakness on Washington's portrait on the front side, due to slightly misaligned dies, resulting in an unusual appearance that stands out instantly. With so many varieties and unpredictable minting anomalies, the New Jersey 1999 quarter has become an exciting hunting ground for both beginners and advanced collectors. Even normal, well-struck examples are appreciated in mint state grades. Over the years, coins that remained untouched, preserved in rolls, or kept safely in collections have become more desirable. Many collectors build complete sets of state quarters, and the New Jersey quarter is always a key moment in that journey because of its powerful historical imagery. And now, to everyone watching this video who loves coins, let me remind you of something important. If you have a New Jersey 1999 quarter at home, whether it looks normal, looks different, or seems like it has an error, share it in the comments. Our channel is always here to help you understand your coins, identify rare varieties, and check their real value. Your photos and questions help this community grow, and your discoveries could inspire future videos. Now let's talk about the actual collector value of this coin in today's real market. A normal mint state example can sell for an amount in words like $10 to $30 depending on grade. Error varieties such as strong double dies or well-defined off-center strikes have sold for amounts in words like $100 or even $200 in auctions. Make sure you comment below with your own coins so we can check them for you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment to support the videos. And also remember to like this video so our community can continue growing and discovering rare treasures together. Top 10. There are coins that tell stories of battles, revolution, or ancient history, and then there are coins that tell a story of pure nature, untouched wilderness, and the quiet beauty of the American landscape. Today, we enter one of the most peaceful yet most mysterious scenes ever placed on a modern U.S. quarter, the Minnesota 2005 Washington State Quarter Dollar. This coin does not shout, it whispers. It shows a lake so calm it reflects like glass, a pair of fishermen waiting patiently in their boat, and towering pine trees standing proudly in the background. But beneath this calm scene lies one of the most thrilling and error-filled treasures in the entire State Quarter series, a coin that collectors worldwide still search for every single day. Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes, and when you look at the design on this quarter, you can instantly feel that peaceful connection to nature. The tall pine trees, the water stretching out across the coin, and the boat gliding quietly across the lake create a scene that feels almost alive. This is one of the coins where the artwork captures the true personality of the state it represents. It is a design that both beginners and experienced collectors admire, not just for the beauty but for the story it tells. But the real excitement begins when you take a closer look at the details. The Minnesota quarter is famous, truly famous, for having more error varieties than almost any other quarter in the State Quarters program. Collectors even call it the forest of extra trees coin because of the incredible number of double die varieties found on its reverse. On many error coins, extra pine trees appear near the right side of the forest, almost like ghost trees growing out of nowhere. Some coins show 2 extra branches, some show 3, and some show entire trees that look fully formed. These errors are not imaginary, they are real double dies that change the entire appearance of the landscape. When people search through rolls of quarters, this is one of the coins they chase the most. It is considered one of the most collectible modern double die coins in circulation. And the variations are countless. Some varieties show doubling near the fisherman's boat, others show extra lines on the lake surface, while rare ones show splits in the lettering of Minnesota or the year 2005. The most dramatic examples feature multiple extra trees that create a dense forest effect. These pieces can be incredibly valuable depending on strength and clarity, but that's not all. The Minnesota quarter also appears with die cracks across the lake area, die chips on the pine tips, and occasionally die where that creates unusual textures across the reverse design. Some coins even appear with misaligned dies, causing thick rim areas on one side and thin rims on the other. All these small differences turn normal coins into collectible gems. A few rare off-center strikes have also been reported. These are especially attractive because the Minnesota design shifts beautifully when off-center, making the lake appear stretched or moved slightly left or right. Rotated die errors, although not as common, are also part of the list of desirable minting mistakes collectors chase. The combination of beautiful design and high error potential has made the Minnesota 2005 quarter one of the most beloved state quarters for treasure hunters. People continue searching for this coin because every time you flip one over, you might discover something new, a line that shouldn't be there, a tree that seems too thick, or a shadow of a branch that suddenly appears under magnification. Now, to everyone watching this video, let me remind you that your coins matter too. If you have a Minnesota 2005 quarter at home, even if it looks normal, share it in the comments. If your coin has extra lines, strange tree shapes, or anything unusual around the forest area, send a picture or describe it below. Our channel is dedicated to helping coin collectors understand their finds and guiding you through rare varieties you may already have without knowing. So comment your coins, because your discovery might be the next big feature. And now it's time to talk about what this beautiful coin is worth in today's collector market. Normal mint state examples can sell for an amount in words like $10 to $20 depending on grade. But the double die extra tree varieties are where the real excitement is. Strong double dies have sold for an amount in words like $100, and extremely bold varieties have reached auction prices in words like $200 or even more depending on condition. Make sure you comment below with your Minnesota quarter so we can help you evaluate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment to support the videos. Also be sure to like this video to keep our coin collecting community growing and discovering hidden treasures every day.